Hello everybody. Welcome to the finale of Foreverlocke playthrough number 10. The first in the double digits, our second run in Generation 3. And the first remake, so it's our third run through Kanto. Fourth if you count the little bits of Kanto that I did back in Crystal, but you didn't see that in the VOD, I did that by myself. But anyway, Pokemon LeafGreen. I knew from the start that our options weren't amazing. We had many great Pokemon in the storage bank from Sapphire, but not a lot of the great ones were before Brock's level cap, which was level 14. The URs were set in stone, because for the starter, I already have Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard slotted, and Venusaur's even already in the Hall of Fame. So I couldn't choose the starter as a UR. There were only 3 URs that I could choose from. Sure, the 1X and 2X Pokemon could also fill a UR slots, but I prefer to put a UR in there. I only had 3 that fit the cap. Plusle, a Whismur that would become an Exploud, and Spinda. Now some of them had great moves, especially Exploud had Ice Beam and Flamethrower from the start, and then I think Facade and Shockwave. And then Spinda was there at that Feint Attack and I think like Dizzy Punch or something. No, I didn't have Dizzy Punch. No, just Tackle, Uproar, Feint Attack, and something else was okay. Ivysaur was a starter, decided to go with Ivysaur. Initially, I was going to go with Charmeleon because I felt like using Charmeleon, because that way I would have left to slot Ivysaur, Wartortle, Charmander, one from every evolution line. But now for the starters, it's Wartortle, then Charmander, and Charmeleon still left. Metang was the one I got in the post-game in Sapphire, and then Lotad, I think probably the Route 114 capture from Sapphire. Let's go through the team and show you the squad that has gone deathless so far. Relatively easy throughout the first portion of the game, although there were some really scary moments with a Voltorb using self-destruct on Peanuts and Peanuts surviving with a few HP. Cycling Road and Machamp using Revenge on Boy, and Boy surviving with like 5 health max. The rival fight, right before the E4, right after beating Giovanni. Boy, our Plusle. Like, it's between Boombox and Boy, which one's the MVP, but Boy survived with literally 1 health off of the Flamethrower from that Charizard after multiple turns of already fighting and healing and stuff. That was when I was 2 levels lower. Even at this level, I'll be a few levels higher with Boy compared to the Charizard. And my intention is to use Boy against the Charizard. The problem is that the Charizard now doesn't know Flamethrower, it does Fire Blast. Sure, 50% chance to miss, but it's a lot more powerful. Depending on how HP is on my different Pokemon, I'm going into that with different strategy, but I have a few things in mind. Here we have Boy the Plusle at level 68 holding leftovers. It's adamant, so that's great for using Thunderbolt. Not. Light Screen, Protect, Secret Power, Thunderbolt. I use that Iron Tail instead of Protect, but I never use that because the only Pokemon are going to use that against are things like Onix and Rhyhorn, which 1 have high defense, and 2 generally have ground moves. Or at least the ones in really important fights such as the E4 and Champion. So, I didn't see myself doing that. I have Ivysaur to deal with those Pokemon. Then, Boombox, the other arguably most useful Pokemon on the team, with Flamethrower, Return, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. Really nice coverage. It's 91 attack and special attack base stat for Exploud. So it's not amazing, but it's good and has some real nice coverage, and that has really helped me across the different playthroughs. I'm gonna need its Ice Beam against Lance. Like, our Lance is probably doable without Ice Beam and without Boombox, but it's gonna be hard. We're currently holding the Silk Scarf because I think I'll use Return with it in the first fight. But I have Never Melt Ice and Charcoal with me as well, in case I want to use the others. I also have the TM for Earthquake, which I could put on either Boombox or Metang, but I don't think, outside of maybe the Arbok in Agatha's fight, I don't see myself using Earthquake. So I'll probably keep that for a future playthrough, or to teach you to Pokemon in the box for my next playthrough. By the way, next playthrough, we're not going to Gen 4 yet, which will be Hard Gold to Silver when we get to it. But between that, we're going to do Pokemon XD, which is really, really, really scary. Because it's double battles the entire game. I will have a Jirachi that game. Because I'm going to add a Jirachi after this. Because I have 42 Hall of Famers, as you can see in the overlay. But I've only ever claimed 3 Mythicals. There's a Deoxys waiting in the box here that I haven't gotten to use yet because it's level 30 and nothing died. So spin that. Leftovers. This is our Peanut. Psychic, Double-Edged, Shadow Ball, Hypnosis. Don't expect to use it, but maybe Shadow Ball Psychic can be used. Hypnosis if I really need to put something to sleep, and that might come in clutch. And Double-Edged just to deal some good damage, because Peanut isn't exactly that strong. Leaf with Sleep Powder, Giga Drain, Razor Leaf, Sludge Bomb. I'll be using Giga Drain probably against Bruno's Onyx, both of them. Champion's Rhydon, and then maybe if I need to use Leaf against Lorelei against the water types. I'll probably use Sludge Bomb against the Exeggutor on the champion because it supposedly does not have a psychic attacking move. So then I can make use of that. And then Sleep Powder to put something to sleep if that is required of me. And because I might use it against Lorelei with grass moves, I have the Miracle Seed. Stevie the Metang with leftovers. I like that you can just get 2 leftovers in this game. That plus the 1 from Sapphire gives me 3 leftovers. It's nice. Psychic, Meteor Mash, Metal Claw, Brick Break. Probably use Stevie quite a bit against Agatha. And then Stevie will be my Pokemon against our rivals Alakazam as well. I just hope that Alakazam doesn't come out before Charizard. Or before... Because if Alakazam comes out, I'm going to use Metang. If I beat the Alakazam with Metang, the rival is bound to just send in Charizard like they did on Route 22. And that's scary. Because then I haven't set up Light Screen yet, which is my plan. And they have Samba, the Lotad, which I actually EV trained a little bit before the league. I think just before Victory Road. Because I haven't really used them much at all. So, actually I EV trained pretty much everyone, but only after I've already gotten to the E4. Samba I did it a little while ago. Because I guess that way it might be decently useful if I even get to use it, and if it can do anything, because it's not that fast, not great. But it might be able to do something unless I surf on an Onyx. And the rest are just like, they were at like 300, 350 EVs for most of them. So I trained the last bits up, because I thought that might be useful. Let's give it a shot. I'm afraid. I'm excited. Let's get this team of Pokemon that offensively can do quite a bit in terms of hit super effectively. Defensively has very few resistances outside of Stevie. I think I have a decent chance at getting into the Hall of Fame, perhaps even with 6, but losing one of my main members. So the main members I'd say are Boy, Boombox, Leaf, Stevie. If I lose even one of them, that could become really scary. Leaf is probably the least important out of them, because then I can hit the Onyxes and the Rhydon with Boombox with Ice Beam. For now, though, Boy, let's show them why you are so good. Lorelei, I'm on my way. Also, I will not be looking at chat during each of the fights unless there's a real big pause for whatever reason. Just so I'm not distracted. Let's go, Peanut! Lids is here! Yay! Lids is here! That's cool. Hi, Lids. Nice to see you. Yay, go Peanut. I wonder how much Peanut will fight, but yay, Peanut. That's cool. Thanks for stopping by, Lids. That's really cool to see you here, too. Alright, as I said, no chat for me during the fights, because I don't want to be distracted. I'll talk to you after Lorelei. Feel free to put all your reactions and whether I'm dumb or not, and weird decisions, and if you would have done it differently, put it all in the chat, discuss stuff. I'll talk to you after. Let's go with the first one. Just 5 more fights. Just 5. Stand between this not-so-great team and immortality. Immortality in the Hall of Fame, but also immortality as my second Nuzlocke ever to go deathless. The first one was Red, playthrough 5, but that one was basically planned ahead of time to basically be deathless because I was so confident with Seeking and Mew, and that's how it happened. I was deathless. Will it happen with this team? Biggest fight I was afraid of was Blaine. Boy obliterated Blaine. Giovanni was pretty scary at first, but I got through that relatively well too. I have a few ethers, I think 2 max ethers and 2 elixirs. Thunderbolt is definitely a move I'll use a lot. Let's go. Level difference definitely worked. Normally I would say let's see, the champion's ace is 63, then I'd take, for my level cap to what level I'd train at minimum, would be the ace of the one before the champion. That's what I generally would do. So that's Lance's level 60 on his ace Dragonite. But considering the team and what I expect from the E4, I decided to train a bit higher. Everyone to at least 65. Let's go. And then I had, I think, 5 rare candies that I found throughout the playthrough. And then I used those to level up Boy twice and then Boombox 3 times because I thought those would probably be my 2 mains that needed the levels, the defenses, the HP. And then in the last hour before stream, I was just not really grinding, but just fighting a few random trainers. Put a funny picture in the general Pokemon chat in the Foreverlocke Discord if you haven't seen that yet. Oh, you survived? How dare you? Yeah, I put an image in there. I made that while I was fighting a few things, and Boy leveled up in that process. Dang it. The citrus berry is only 30 HP and not 25% like in later games. I wish it would have been 25% because then they wouldn't have full restored. Wait, if it really is 30 HP, then me putting it on my low type really isn't that useful. I put it as on my Ivysaur sometimes too in some gym battles. But if it's 30 HP, it really isn't that useful. I should just put the Lax Incense on it. That's probably more useful. Come on, hit. Oh, so far we're hitting through the confusion. This berry. Yeah, Citrus Berry Gen 3 is 30 HP. It's Gen 4 onwards when it's 25% of max. Such low health. Finish him, don't get damaged. Let's go, boy! Through confusion 3 times. Get dunked on Lapras. Alright, we're actually going to switch for this one. I would want to send in Peanut because I feel like Peanut can deal with this fight. But I want to go for absolute safety. Boombox. Boombox, use obliteration attack. Return looks like it's a long animation, but it feels very powerful because of the many hits. Oh, we got past Lorelei. Yay. So glad I could pop in for a bit. Best of luck. Cool to see Plusle putting in work. Haha, yeah. Plusle's been nice. And it's an adamant Plusle too. I totally forgot about that. Until like I was looking at the very details of my team, preparing for the E4, like getting the final moves on it and putting the final few levels. Yeah, damageless. Lorelei, more like Laura bye. Yep, Lids, yeah. Oh, here we are, yay. Yay, Lids is here. The puns have started. I like this. Alright. Bruno is up next. And I remember initially as I was looking through the mini bosses of the game while I was still like around Gym 2, I said the words, Bruno is scary. And the Foreverlocke Discord said, those words have never been spoken. Bruno is not scary. Yet, I spoke the words. I'm not as afraid now with the moves and the Pokemon that I have. Alright, we're gonna put the Lax Incense on Lotad, because Citrus Berry, I don't see myself using that. Alright, so I am using the Nuzlocke tracker and I want to make sure I get everything right on there too. Lax Incense. Do I want to change another item? probably still want to have Miracle Seed on Leaf. Actually, Leaf will just destroy the Onyxes anyway. No, keep it on. And then... I use Stevie, no, that's fine, it's fine, Peanut. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it like this. I think Bruno is scary. Oh, by the way, Liz, you know how you say, like, where you meet Bruno, he's just like, hoo-ha at the end? But it's supposed to be like a, hua! But you always pronounce it hoo-ha, and you always make that very clear when you get to Bruno. I'm pretty sure I named either a Metatype or a Metacham that I caught in like Gen 3 or 4 in my first run of through the generations. I named one of them Hoo-Ha after that fact. No ghost or psychic types. I have a Stevie. But they open with Onyx. Because this is... Even though Hitmontop exists, it's a Kanto game and they didn't want to go outside of the original Kanto decks. His rematch, he... Nope! The rematch, he literally just evolves the Onyxes into Steelix. The post-Sevi Island match. He doesn't even add Hitmontop. Huh. Yeah, barely use any power plants. I think we can just go. Although Boombox, if I use Boombox, then if I use Boombox, I'd use it against the Hitmonchan, like all the fighting types. Hope to not have to. But then I'd still use Return as my best move. Yeah. Why is it so scary? It's Bruno, we're not in Agatha's room. Hoo-ha. Yeah, I have a lot of really silly nicknames. Some really serious ones. Sometimes I just can't come up with a nickname, like the Hitmonlee that I got in this game, the gift one in Saffron. I really could not find a name that I liked. I didn't want to call it Kickster or Stretch, or I thought of Rubber Band because it's stretchy with its legs. But I couldn't come up with anything that really was like, oh yeah, I like that name. So I just called it the first two random words that came up in my mind. So I now have a Hitmonlee called Robot Fish. It's just Hitmonlee, the Robot Fish, the Hitmonlee. That's just how my Hitmonlee works. No, not Bruce Lee. Pretty sure my Hitmonchan is called Jackie after Jackie Chan, but at the time that I was naming my Hitmonlee, I did not want to call it Lee or Bruce. So it's Robot Fish, because obviously that makes sense. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Savannah, we will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha! And this is where the Onyx actually have rock and ground moves. Because they decided after Gen 1 to actually use some TMs and move tutors on these Pokemon. Red and Blue, outside, like, from the first runs I've done, Red and Blue, and then XY are the easiest. XY because the EXP share, if you fight enough things, you overlevel by like 10-15 levels by the time you get to the E4. Red and Blue because the opponent's movesets suck for most Pokemon. Bionics. Wait, is that the lowest level Pokemon in the E4? Because Lorelei starts with the 52 Dugong, I think. Maybe she has a 50 at some point, too. I don't know. Hitmonchan already, alright. We go with Stevie. Do, 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 do. We go with the Psychic. Stevie's physical attack's like almost twice as strong as a special attack, but this is still gonna go miss. I'm not complaining. It's probably against either the Hitmonlee or the Machamp that we got our first damage. Because Hitmonlee has lower defenses, especially lower special defense than Hitmonchan, so maybe we can one-shot that. Oh, you're sitting in Onyx? Go Leaf, do the exact same thing as to the other one. If Hitmonlee survives, Hitmonlee might deal damage. Yeah, probably it'll use Brick Break. Then again, the Hitmonchan used Rock Tomb. Even though it had Mach Punch and Sky Uppercut, which would have both dealt more damage. I'm just happy it didn't use Counter, because that would have been stupid. Then again, it might have expected Zen Headbutt. Actually, does Zen Headbutt exist in Gen 3? It probably doesn't. I did have Brick Break or Meteor Mash. Ooh, Machamp next. Not Hitmonlee? Ooh, this is the scariest one in the fight, but we have his Stevie. And based on the damage we did to Hitmonchan and knowing Hitmonchan's special defense, it's probably still a 2-shot on Machamp. The level difference makes us outspeed, which is nice. Well enough over half that the Citrus Berry that only will heal 30 HP with it. And they go for Rock Tomb again because I don't know why they are so obsessed with Rock Tomb. You literally have Cross Chop, which is the same accuracy, but with Stab, that's 3 times as strong as Rock Tomb. And Rock Tomb's resisted. Cross Chop is 6 times as strong, with a higher potential of crit, which would make it 12 times as strong as Rock Tomb. But no, of course you wouldn't want to use it, because you're nice and you want to keep me damageless. This is not just a deathless E4 challenge. This is a damageless E4 challenge, which no way we're going to keep, because like, Lance is coming up and I know we're going to take damage against the champion too, but, you know, I'm not complaining. The few moves that they have tried, they have missed, or in the case of Confuse Ray, they hit, but I never hit myself in Confusion. Hitmonlee is faster. There goes that damageless thing. That was less damage than I expected. I will take that. Let's go Stevie. Stevie with one of the 2 base stats across the entire team that is 100 or higher. Stevie has 100 defense and Xcloud has 104 HP. That's it. I'm gonna use one of my ethers on Stevie on Psychic. Wow, critical with Brick Break. Why not? Let's go. I'm gonna use one of the ethers on Psychic because I want to use it against Agatha. Let's go. We win. Was happy they get Bruno a Poliwrath and let's go. The double Onyx was always silly. Yeah, that was silly. Be glad it didn't use Fire Punch. Well, yeah, that would have been super effective, but I knew it wasn't going to use Fire Punch because it doesn't have it in this game. And even if it did, Hitmonchan's special stat is sucky. There's like 35. Some starter Pokemon, like a good amount of starter Pokemon have higher special attack than Hitmonchan. Bruno, more like done so. You tried, Linz. And the nice thing is, I like to always keep my Pokemon in order of the 3 UR slots, and then the 2 1Xs, and then the 2X. In terms of my overlay, and in terms of how I put them in the Nuzlocke tracker. It's a nice overview for me. I don't have to search for which slot is where. And because, assuming everyone survives, I intend to open against a champion with Boy, which is not just the UR, it's the first one on the list. Which is great. Because then they can go into the Hall of Fame in the exact order I have them on my overlay and the Nuzlocke tracker. Agatha. Bring up her team. And before I forget, get that ether. On Stevie? On Psychic. So anything else that I would want to ether on right now? No. Probably Thunderbolt maybe against the Golbat, that's it. No. No, I haven't used you. I'm not gonna Giga Drain this fight because they're all poison types. Agatha, the poison type specialist. No, I'm not gonna use Samba. Alright, hidden items. Held items. Lefties, lefties, lefties. Boombox. I don't think I have the spell tag. If I do, I know I put it in here. No. How quick is Boombox? Pretty fast, but I feel like it might be faster with the, like a Gengar, so maybe I'll put a quick claw on it, I guess. Because the two Pokemon Silk Scarf is good against, I'm not going to use with X-Cloud. That's Arbok and Golbat. So put a quick claw on Boombox. That's going to become the Never Melt Ice. That absolutely needs to be the Never Melt Ice before going into Lance, because Boombox is our Lance weapon. Hope you get good ice moves for Lance's Dragons. Yep, Ice Beam on Boombox. That's what I got. For some... Often in the Foreverlocke, there's like one Pokemon with one move that is good against specific E4s. The moment you lose that, you're in trouble. In Pokemon Moon, I lost my Mudsdale on the second E4 member. I think it was Olivia. You have to use counter with a Lycanroc. And I really wanted to use my Mudsdale against multiple other E4 members in the champion. That really messed up my strategy. Luckily, I got 3 into the Hall of Fame still. Stevie? Yeah. I have not looked into post-game of this game at all, and like what levels there are, what Pokemon I can get. I just looked into the few encounters that I could get in the main game, which were like 7 or 8, and 2 of them were in Safari Zone, and I could only get 1 of them because you only get 1 Safari Zone encounter. Technically, I could still get a Coughing and sell it on City for Galarian Wheezing, but I'm not gonna bother with that because I can't do Switch games yet. You're gonna show how a real trainer battles. Alright, old lady versus young lady, let's go. Like, I might be a man, boy, guy in the real lives, but go female character. I usually switch around like male and female character a bit, although if I played, first time I play New Generation, I often play female character because I generally like their design a bit more than the male. Also with my partner, like transitioning from female to male, and then consistently choosing the male characters, I then made, like I have chosen the female characters even more. I think that's why I chose the female character for my Foreverlocks. It's fun though, some people, because of my long hair now, think I'm a female if they look at me from behind. I'm not going to share the details now, but a funny story about how we went to the cinema once, and then I went to the bathroom just because I needed to do normal bathroom stuff. I needed to pee. But then there was a lady who was walking a few steps behind us who followed me into the bathroom, and only halfway into the bathroom realized, huh, this is the men's bathroom. Oh shit! And then left. So we laughed about it. Like, we didn't laugh at her, but afterwards, like when we were just with the 2 of us together, we laughed about the situation. I don't like how you are faster, Gengar. Alright, we can go through confusion. We are pros at this. See? I always pick Charmander as my start. I hated trying to train Bulbasaur. Yeah, Bulbasaur, especially like pre-Gen 4. I feel like the grass types in general just don't get good movesets. Like, ooh, yay, Sleep Powder, and you have moves against things like Rhyhorn and Onix and Graveler to hit them super effectively, but there weren't that many good grass moves or moves that grass types would learn in general. Ha! Snapped out already. Metal Claw. She has 2 full restores. She has used 1 of them and... Okay. I'm going for Psychic for accuracy, but Metal Claw might have been able to finish it off too. Yay. That's one of them done. Golbat, I'm going to send in Boy for this, even though I could definitely do this with Metang as well. With Stevie. But Boy can make this quicker and safer and make sure that Stevie keeps all of his health. Thunderbolt, get out of here. This is going really well, but I need to not get too overconfident because the 2 scary fights have yet to happen. Arbok. This is the fight, like the one Pokemon I might have wanted to use Earthquake against. But I believe that I am safe enough to do it without Earthquake. And then I can put Earthquake on a Pokemon that's currently in the box to then use it in XD, or I just equip it as an item to go into XD. Yay for leftovers. 3 leftovers going into XD is also really nice. That's quite a bit. So she's probably gonna full restore here? No. Huh. Okay, keeping... Something I've always theorized but never been able to confirm is that, let's say someone has 2 full restores, then they can use half of them on any of their Pokemon, including their ace, but they keep at least half of their full restores or hyper potions or whatever their healing item of choice is on their ace. So in this case, they could have used their second out of 2 full restores on this Arbok, but they chose not to because it's programmed to only be used on the ace. That's a theory. I've never been able to confirm it. Nor deny it. And it might be different between games as well. But I feel like if I would program something like that with the full restore use, I would probably do that. I would program it like that. Alright, a Haunter's dead. Does mean we are switching. Because I don't want Stevie to have the curse on him. So, Boombox, I think. Boombox, Shadow Ball. You still have Shadow Ball, right? I'm not crazy. Yes. I've consistently used Return over Shadow Ball because Return Stab with Silk Scarf does more than super effective Shadow Ball, let's say against an Alakazam. But now I don't have the Silk Scarf. Also, normal type moves don't really work against Gengar. Not really. Their best move against me is Sludge Bomb, which is physical in this game. Also, they missed Hypnosis. Ha! Here comes their weak Citrus Berry. Like, it's nice that they have the Citrus Berry, but they really need it to be Gen 4 plus Citrus Berry. Also, Shadow Ball. Was I just faster both times? Or was that double Quick Ball? I might have just been faster. Got the Ragatha pretty easily. Let's go. Charbok! Yeah. Charbok has been beaten. We're coming up to, especially what in Gen 1 feels like one of the most epic moments of the game. Because remember, in Generation 1, and I think they did that in Fire and Leaf Green as well, I don't remember. They really built it up as an Elite 4. They are the 4 elite trainers, and you have to beat them, and then you're champion. That's it. There was no speech about a champion, a 5th fight, that you would then have to battle. That was it. That was sort of a plot twist in the original Red and Blue, and they kept it the same way in Yellow. And it's the thing from Gen 2 onwards that they made there being a champion the standard. There are 4 Elite 4 members. They are elite trainers, but there's one trainer that stands above them. But in Gen 1, it was like, oh, it's just 4, which means you know that if there's 4 and you face them in a specific order, that between number 3 and 4, there's the final bit of tension for the final battle. So there's an extra corridor going into Lance, where that game controls the character for just a few seconds. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I'm crushing it, and we're deathless. I don't want to shout it too hard, but we're still deathless. Never melt ice and Boombox. That's our weapon. Yeah, Leaf. No, that's useless to have the Miracle Seed on that. Let's bring up Lance's set, so I know what to expect. I looked into this well, like, enough ahead of time, but I want to know what to expect. So we're gonna open with Boy against Gyarados. And then just basically do everything else with Boombox. Although with Aerodactyl, maybe not. No, Aerodactyl, I think I still want to use Boombox. No, wait! Aerodactyl, I'm gonna use Matang. Because all of 3 of Aerodactyl's damaging moves are resisted by the Steel type. So having a Steel type in Gen 1 is so many resistances, and the game isn't really made to deal with it. So just having a Steel type to resist a bunch of things has also been really nice. Alright, do I need to PP up anything? Still have a bunch of things. Giga Drain I'm not gonna use. If I do anything, I Sludge Bomb. Psychic. No, I'll use Meteor Mash and Metal Claw this fight. I'll put an Ether and Thunderbolt just in case something bad happens to one of the others and I want to use Puzzle more. And I'll spend and then I'll spend everything else after Lance. Leftovers never melt as leftovers. Leaf should have a different item. Didn't really have a lot of useful ones. I'll just put a focus band on it because maybe it procs if it comes down to it. The hope is that I never need it, but I prefer to just be careful. Better to be way over-prepared than to be a little under-prepared. In terms of getting stuff into the Hall of Fame. I don't want to just over-level and train everyone to level 100, which I could do, but that I feel like that goes against the spirit of the challenge. Leveling up a little bit extra is fine. Yeah, those are... The rest of us leftovers, right? Leftovers, lefties, lefties, yeah. Fully healed. Save the game, even though... Like, if I die, I die, but more like... It makes me feel good. My motto in Pokemon, and generally in video games, is save early, save often. And also if the emulator would crash or something, then... Why do I have 5 Hoenn region Pokemon? Because this is the Foreverlocke. And in the Foreverlocke, outside of wanting you... it's the idea that you get every species of Pokemon into the Hall of Fame. But you also can transfer over Pokemon between games. So every Pokemon that remained after my Pokemon Sapphire playthrough for the Foreverlocke, which is my 3rd playthrough, went into what is known as a storage bank. And then I can then use those Pokemon from that storage bank when I play another Gen 3 game, which in this case is Pokemon LeafGreen, which is how I got these. Hey, boys and girls and all other beautiful creatures of this world, who's ready to put Lance in a locker. Also, let me just quickly grab the Foreverlocke explanation video for Nestor. Foreverlocke explanation. It's a seriously good video. I'm happy it came up as in recommended for my partner, probably at the same time that it came up in recommended for many people, because YouTube decided this is a cool video, let's promote it or something. The algorithm, I don't know. My partner saw it. I didn't see it come up in my recommend, but my partner was like, hey, you like Pokemon? Watch this. It looks stupid. So I looked at it. Then I listened to the entire thing and thought, oh yeah, that sounds interesting. That's gonna take flippin' forever. That's probably why it's called the Foreverlocke. It's stupid. And probably like an hour or 2 later, hey, dear partner, I'm gonna start my Foreverlocke. And they were like, oh, what have I done? And here I am still absolutely loving it. I took a bit of a break during playthrough 6 because I was a little burnt out by it, but I'm just so pumped up and incredibly excited to play more. Let's spank Lance. Good, you got this. Let's do this. Standing to the left, even though I could totally stand on top of him, but I feel like especially in Gen 2, you have to stand to the left if you can against major bosses because of the Pokeball animation. But I feel like against major boss, I still just stand to the left. It feels good for me. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. No, I'd literally... If they were mythical, I would need to get 10 Hall of Famers. I literally bought one at the game corner. That was one of the slots I needed to fill. I needed a Dragonair. I bought a Dratini. I did gambling. I got your mythical dragon, Mr. I don't want to be in a locker, by gambling. Yeah. That's how it works. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Except Ice Beam. Watch me. Now, they do have Hyper Beam and everything because that's Lance's signature move, and Outrage is scary. So this fight is the main reason why Boombox got the 3 extra levels from the rare candies. So he can survive Outrages and Hyper Beams, especially when they crit. A Thunderbolt. We haven't had a level up this entire time. Well, I guess everyone except Boombox did start relatively early on in their level. Boy will level up in the champion fight, because I don't expect to use it in them. There's one of the Dragonairs, the question is which one. Both have Safeguard, Outrage, Hyper Beam. Both are level 54 males with Shed Skin. One of them is Thunder Wave, one of them is Dragon Rage. I just don't want to be paralyzed, but I have plenty of healing items. Like, you've just seen me use the Super Potions, but I think I will have enough with 36 full heals, 68 full restores, 27 max potions, 19 hyper potions, and another 3 super potions for small stuff. Just in this screen, I guess the burn heal is there just because it wants some glory. Hi, Mom, I'm on the internet. But yeah, I have enough healing items. Ice Beam. 14 levels higher, only 2 times super effective, but would never melt ice. Gets like 1 shot on the Dragonair. I was thinking those Dragonairs might just survive it. But that makes me feel really good. That makes me feel really, really, really good. Because that means I don't go damaged into a Dragonite if this works too. Yep. I go full HP into the Dragonite. And if I outspeed that Dragonite, sure, it might have a lot more special events, but it's also a lot weaker to this Ice Beam. Boombox! Ice Beam! Get out of here! One shot central! I was scared of this fight. I wonder if those extra level ups I put on Boombox with rare candies were important. Like, you might have seen on my bag, I have like over 800 rare candies. Those rare candies are the ones I usually put in my game at the start of the playthrough to skip tedious grinding. Like, if, let's say, the gym's level is 20 and then one or two my Pokemon are level 20, the rest is like 17, 18 maybe, then if I didn't have access to PK Hex to alter my game files on the items, I would just then go grind, and that's just really tedious, and I want to skip that. So that's why I have those rare candies in. I don't ultimate rare candy just to make everything easy. It's to skip the tedious grinding. I do keep a decent level like throughout the entire playthrough. And then I try to keep track of the amount of rare candies that I actually pick up or get gifted from NPCs. And then I add those to my Pokemon after the grinding before the E4. And those 5 went to Boombox and 3 for Boombox, 2 for Boy. Alright, Boombox level 69. There we go. These beasts are powerful. Ultra beasts, you could say. Well, these Ultra beasts are all gonna die in one shot, assuming Meteor Mash hits. Aerodactyl is gonna get one hit off, but which one does it choose? Wing Attack, Ancient Power, Hyper Beam. It chose Wing Attack, which is... Actually, Ancient Power is probably the smartest because of the potential boosts. Kometsu Banshee! Lance, I just one-shotted. all of your Pokemon. You dealt 16 damage in the one attack you got. I don't even need to shove you. Get yourself into that locker now. Get out, Lance. That was obliteration on this man. Oh yeah, because I never gave myself the National Pokédex before I started the game. I don't need to press B. So how did I do that with Whismur evolving? And Metang? When they made it to their level, let's say Whismur got to level 20 to get to Loudred, this thing would still show up that, hey, yo, it's evolution time, to remind me, which is nice. But then I would save the game, go into PK Hex, evolve it, save within PK Hex. Check if there's like a level up move for that Pokemon right on that level. So let's say for Loudred, I don't think Loudred had one at 20, but I think Loudred into Exploud at 40 had Hyper Beam. I didn't want to teach it Hyper Beam, but if I wanted to, I could have taught it right there. I would have just done it in PK Hex. But yeah, that was my mistake, just learning from how the mechanics of Fire Red LeafGreen work. You're another champion, or you wanna been, but you will have more challenges left. Oh, and I'm not sure if all of you know the rival name, but I set it up in a certain way that would fit within a sentence. And I hope it fits here. There is one more trainer left. His name is a drunk. He beat the Elite Four before you. He is the real Pokemon League champion. A drunk guy. A drunk man. A drunk. Yep. It didn't fit in sentences as well as I was hoping. Because there was like, rival a drunk, and not just a drunk wants to battle. You have been challenged, it is not you have been challenged by a drunk. It would be, you have been challenged by your rival a drunk. Which it doesn't really fit. But I tried. Alright. Boy has Protect. Just for some extra leftovers healing. That's the main reason why it's there. And potentially, like, it can... If I need to keep count of Light Screen, because I'm going to use Light Screen this fight, very likely. Hopefully before Charizard comes out. And then, depending on how many turns of Light Screen I have left, I might use Protect in a specific turn. To count where... Like, to make sure I can set up Light Screen at a proper time. I'm not going to transfer these elixirs over. So might as well. On Stevie. And an Ether on Leaf's Giga Drain. And on your Thunderbolt. Alright, then I think I want the Silk Scarf back on Boombox. Because I'm gonna hit something really hard with that return. And then let's check Blue's set. So I'm gonna take that. He opens with Pidgeot. I'm absolutely using Boy 100%, no question. Alakazam is gonna be Metang. They have Reflect, so I need to pay attention to that. Rhydon is gonna be Leaf. I expect Leaf to be fine. But actually, yeah, I expect it to be fine against Rhydon. Because I'm gonna use Leaf against Exeggutor as well, which might sound strange. But actually, it doesn't really matter if I use Leaf or Stevie against Exeggutor, because both can't really do much. But Stevie actually takes less damage. Yeah, I'll probably use Stevie. It's just that Stevie doesn't have a super effective move against Exeggutor. No, I'll keep Focus Band on Leaf, I think. And then Gyarados is Boy. And then Charizard. I'm just really scared of Charizard. Because I got down to 1 HP. I had slight damage on me, I think. But against a Route 22 rival before Victory Road. He got me down to 1 HP. I was 2 levels lower than the Charizard. I think it was 51 to 53 at the time. Now it's 68 to 63. But he does a Fire Blast. And here's the scary thing. I don't think Plus will one-shot the Charizard with Thunderbolt. So I'm bound to be faster. I want to use Light Screen. But I also think that if he hits with Fire Blast and crits, I am dead no matter what. Because crits ignore Light Screen. So I could just attack him with Thunderbolt. He hopefully doesn't crit, and then I just attack again. If I use Light Screen, then he just has an extra turn to hit me with. And crit me with. But if I hit him just turn 1 with Thunderbolt, and I might hit him into Blaze range, that becomes scary. I don't know what I'll do with that yet. I'm gonna come up with it on the spot. One fight between this, I wouldn't say sucky team, but this not so great team, that I thought, you know what, let's just challenge myself with it. And going deathless. I did not expect that whatsoever with this team. One more fight. My rifle should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on my Pokédex, I looked all over for Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion. Savannah, do you know what that means? I'll tell you. I am the most powerful trainer in the world! Maybe. But in about 5 minutes, you will bow down to me. As the strongest trainer in Pallet. Go boy! Thunderbolt. Good start. Level up. Every level up is nice. It's just a bit of extra stats that we can make use of to be safe against Charizard. That's the main scary one. Rhydon. That's logical, considering ground type and Earthquake. Go Leaf. Considering the 4-time super effective, I don't expect to need the Miracle Seed. I kept the Focus Vent because I thought that would... Because this is the only time I'm going to use a Grass move this fight. I use Focus Vent just in case I need to have Leaf at a good HP. One shot. 6 for lead. I expect to win this fight, it's just with how much. Because if Charizard takes down Plusle, I still have X-Cloud that can deal massive damage to him. And he can miss Fire Blast, we'll remember that. Alakazam. What I want to do, which I did against, I think this was the exact order we did things in the Route 22 rival fight before Victory Road. Alakazam third, therefore I send in Stevie, because that just hard counters the Alakazam. But then, because I have a Steel type out, his 4th Pokemon will be Charizard. And then I will have had no chance to set up Light Screen. So I'm gonna think, can I safely do something else against Alakazam? Nothing else resist it. Safest would be Boombox. I'm not sure if Boombox will be faster. I could do that, but then, like, what's he gonna send out next? Like, Executor, Gyarados, Charizard? He could still send in a bunch. I don't know. I'm gonna go safety on Stevie, and then he's gonna send in Charizard next, and that's gonna be the big one. If Charizard takes out Boy, Gyarados becomes scarier. Not the scariest Pokemon ever, but scarier. I'm not worried about Executor. Reflect. Okay, so we need to keep count of Reflect because that might come into play. It came into play there. So that's turn 1 of Reflect. I'm happy they're not using Future Sight, actually, because Future Sight could be really bad for Plusle. But actually, this might be good. He has 4 full restores. So this might actually stall out his reflect. Yeah, this might help stall out his reflect. I just need him to not use Future Sight. And with LXM being faster, he just needs to not use Future Sight on the turn I KO him. Oh wait, Meteor Magic improves attack as well. That was 3 turns. For Plusle, it's... the scary thing isn't reflect, it's Future Sight. Withdraw! Oh no! That is one thing I did not consider. Not having a safe switch into Plusle or even X-Plat. This complicates things. Because if Stevie stays in, they will Fire Blast and they will likely hit, and Stevie needs multiple hits to take that Charizard down. I still think the boy is the Pokemon that can take out Charizard the best. I want to send in the boy. I also want, let's see, special defense and HP. 118, 176. 106 with 235. Speeds. 177, 140. If Fire Blast does not KO, and this is assuming no crit, because crit is bound to KO. If it doesn't KO, then I could risk a crit, but also just keep healing until he misses Fire Blast and then start blasting with Thunderbolt. Or Light Screen or whatever. I really don't want to lose Boy, I don't want to lose anything. But this has really complicated matters. Oh, thanks for the... thanks for the happy thoughts, Nestor. You're great. Yeah. Let's see, it's about 2/3 of Flamethrower. I think Boombox can slightly better take it. I want to switch, but who? Boombox. Oh boy. Whichever one I send in is at risk. Boy will do a lot more damage. Because super effective. I think 2 returns might be enough. Boy's the one I least want to die. But it's also the best one against Charizard. Thing is, it's also the best thing against Gyarados. Boombox. Should I use Boombox and a Shadow Ball and Alakazam? I could have done that, yes. But Metang was the safest, and I had no idea that he would switch. Very few AI in any Pokemon game ever switch. And I guess the champion does. Okay. So we are pretty safe from that. That's 129 damage. Definitely a crit KO. We're gonna kill him. But where did he get damage from? Charizard had damage. I just switched, right? Oh no, it was the Metal Glove. Right. I don't know if I'm faster, but if I just attack, and I hope I'm first, I'm not sure. I'm not... yeah, I'm risking a crit every time, but there's a higher chance that he misses than he crits. I'm gonna check. Base speed comparison. X-Cloud. Charizard. X-Cloud 68. Charizard 100. relatively good chance he outspeeds me. I have no idea where he put his EVs, and I don't remember exactly where I put mine either. I think I'm gonna bank on him either using a different move, thinking, oh, I can finish him off with Aerial Ace, or missing. But that's a higher chance in critting, so I feel like this is still the safest option. If this doesn't KO, I'm checking the PP on Fire Blast as well. Every time it goes low, I'm like, oh, no, don't do it. Because I know if it goes below 100, I'm done. Also, 5 PP on Fire Blast. I don't think I've ever seen an AI with PP ups. So if he just doesn't crit for 2 more turns, that's another way to be safely out of this. Okay, they missed. We attack this turn. We see if we're faster. Although, if we hit him into blaze range, that's times 1.5. 80, 190. We should still survive. If they do times 1.5. We should survive at like 30 HP-ish. Ooh. Plus it would have KO'd, I think. If that's what return does. But we're faster. Boombox. This was a threat. Charizard didn't crit. The biggest threat is gone. So what about losing? What about losing Esther? Huh? Huh? Alakazam is back. Stevie is back. I forgot Alakazam existed. I was just focused on Executor and Gyarados. But yeah, Alakazam still exists. Comets of Banshee! And we haven't hit ourselves a confusion out of the 4 turns, I think, that we could have. We've hit our Meteor Mashes. We haven't had a crit against us, so in that sense, luck was on our side. Gyarados. Boy, this is going to be your final dance for this playthrough. Because I ended up using X-Plat for Charizard. The main reason I even have Ivysaur in my team, I originally was going to do Charmeleon, is to set up the Pokemon that the rival would have. And if they have Charizard, that's another thing that's weak to Boy's Thunderbolt. That's literally the reason why I have Ivysaur on the team, so that the rival would have a Charizard. And it's still the scary one. Just so that they would have a third Pokemon weak to Electric. Ended up using Boy against it. But I think I'm happy to having had Ivysaur over Charmeleon as well, because that really helped me against stuff like Rhydon and Onyxes and Gravelers and Rock Tunnels, stuff like that. The only other water move I have on the team, or even something that hits those things 4 times super effectively, is Lotad Surf. Or Mega Rain, and I don't use Lotad, because it's weak. Hey, why did I switch? Why did I switch to what? Away from Boombox, because Boombox doesn't resist Psychic. Stevie 4 times resists Psychic and can easily beat Alakazam super safely. And if Alakazam outspeeds me and then crits Psychic, that might deal a lot of damage, and that's scary. Just Exeggutor. Originally I was going to say Leaf, because they don't have a Psychic move. Well, they have Light Screen, but meh. They do have Egg Bomb. I think I'm going to use Stevie. Because Stevie resists their 2 damaging moves in Egg Bomb and Giga Drain. And if they stall a bit, I have leftovers. So this is going to take a few turns. Because I don't think I have anything super effective. And I might need a full restore here and there for Sleep Powder. The Stevie is hopefully going to take us to a championship. I'm not going to use Psychic. I'm not even... I kind of want to use Break Break just to see what the Fire LeafGreen animation is for breaking the Light Screen. But not yet. First Meteor Mash. And maybe we'll see the animation if we go really well. We're not gonna see it. Because it's about half, so if I would have hit another Meteor Mash without the attack boost, it might have been like a min-max roll thing, and then we wouldn't have made it. Whatever, I'll use a full restore. No need to go full heal. Even Poker Flute might have been able to use. If I hit the next move, I go Deathless in LeafGreen. Boombox had Shadow Ball, yeah. Boombox could one-shot the Alakazam for sure. But if Alakazam is faster, they could hurt me really bad. And this is a Nuzlocke, so I just need to be careful of anything, any scary thing, especially crits. And I had Meteor Mash to one-shot the Alakazam as well. Stevie was the lot safer option. All right. Can we go Deathless through a LeafGreen run with a Plusle, a Spinda, an Exploud, and then Lotad Ivysaur attack? Stevie, finish it! Meteor Mash! Let's go! Team Deathless is Deathless! I called the Moon Team Deathless for a while, but in the E4 that went wrong. Luckily got 3 into the Hall of Fame, but this team that I saw as so challenging from the start somehow went Deathless. My second ever Deathless Nuzlocke. Playthrough 5, playthrough 10. It's every 5 I get a Deathless run. Wait a second. XD is 11. Then Hard Crystal Silver will be 12. Black White 2 will be 13. Oras will be 14. Oh no! Yeah, I'd like to think Peanut carried you on that one, yeah. It's always the one that I don't use. I used Peanut for a long time until like Gym 6-ish. That's around where I stopped using it. Also, if my intended order of playing the Pokemon games in generational order keeps going, as I intended, and I do XD between LeafGreen now and Hard Gold Soul Silver after XD, and we keep going with the every 5 runs I get a Deathless, that would mean my next Deathless run is supposed to be Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, which I see as the scariest run. Totems in general are really scary, and I noticed that. Somehow I got to the E4 with just 1 death in my original Moon playthrough with non-transfers. But those totems were hella scary. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I remember, make the totems more difficult. Also, there's an extra totem fight. Also, there's this thing called, Ultra Necrozma. Ultra Necrozma. There is a reason I sent a Magnezone over to Gen 7 that I caught in whichever game, I don't know. Because Magnezone resists every move that Ultra Necrozma has. Let's celebrate. Oh, you know how I did it? I got Pokemon for my alternate self. Since you first left it, I actually used Bulbasaur. It's not like I couldn't use Bulbasaur and then we're like, oh yeah. I wonder with Jackie recently doing Let's Go. I don't know if they actually did Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, but let's say they did Eevee. Like, oh yeah, you left with your Eevee and like, and then you dumped it when you caught a Bulbasaur. Why? I am looking forward to Ultra Moon, but also very much not. Probably for the rest of the day, maybe a bit of tomorrow, I'm going to do post-game at LeafGreen, trying to catch a few more Pokemon, maybe. See what I can do to prepare for XD next. In terms of the VODs that I'm watching from Lids, I'm like in playthrough 28 or something. XD was 32. But I am watching through XD right now, just to see what it's like, and maybe get like a hint or two about things I might need to be wary of that I wouldn't normally be. XD is going to be wacky. I have a decent amount of encounters that I can get. And I can get Mareep there. XD was a really fun playthrough for me. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I'm really looking forward to it. I love XD. I don't think I'll ever do Coliseum for the Foreverlocke. Just because I've only ever played through that once, which was like in the summer of 2018, I want to say. Which was a blind playthrough. I'd never played through it. I had seen maybe the first 30 minutes. And that's it. So I did a blind playthrough, fully recorded that on stream. Still have it with the intent of uploading at some point. I just keep forgetting it and not getting to the upload. It's gonna be me with short hair, me with a lot crappier microphone. It's weird. But yeah, I just don't know the game well enough to want to Foreverlocke it. But XD, yeah, I've played XD so many times. We're honored for our exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Savannah, you have worked hard to become the new league champion. Congratulations, Savannah. You, Boy, Boombox, Peanut, Leaf, Stevie, and Samba. I needed to look up its name because I haven't used it since like Gym 2. Sorry. But Samba as well. Your Pokemon are now Hall of Famers. Deathless, let's go, baby! Bring the celebratory music! Boy lived the 1 HP clutch against Charizard as well on Route 22. Boombox, Peanut, Leaf, the only one that's even in the Pokedex. Stevie, and Samba that did a few fights, I guess, and I EV trained it, but some of these Pokemon will be hard to get into the Hall of Fame, especially I think Peanut. Peanut, obviously key, just like Squirmpole, my Wormpole in Sapphire was absolutely key. It's always the one that doesn't do anything. Having not done Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald does mean I didn't get to do the Gen 3 contest, which is, I was really looking forward to that. But when I get the Gen 6 again, I'm going to do the contests, and contests was super fun, and I love the Hoenn contests. Sinnoh contest, not so much. But Hoenn contest, yes, and I'm absolutely doing like master rank stuff with my Foreverlocke team, just like I did with my Sapphire playthrough. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Oh no, mommy! I crushed it, yeah! Oh, damn, that felt good. Blaine was the first major, like, scary bit, and that was... I felt still it was scary throughout the entire thing, like, 1 or 2 crits could have been bad, but boy, just clutched it. I'd really like to thank the game for not critting against me in any of the moments where that would have mattered, in Blaine, in Rival Fight on Route 22, and yeah, that was good. Let's update some numbers. And Liz, thank you for stepping by. Like, it's been really fun having you here, having you chat, and giving some puns. It's fun having it from the other side, I guess. The creator, the thinker, upper, is that a word? Of the Foreverlocke comes and watches my finale. Yay! It was fun. Oh, you know what I need to do? What I'm just gonna pull up, which has nothing to do with LeafGreen. But while the credits are rolling, and I always let them roll, by the way, 48 Hall of Famers, let's go. I am gonna... Oh, you from my own stream? Oh, I need to quickly find this image then. How do I do this? No, I can't do it. I want to get one image because I want to show it to you. It was in my Gen 5 run. Because I think I've told you about this, but I want to show it to you. I want to put it on screen. Now that here, I want to give it a chance. Let's see, white. Yes, it was my white playthrough. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. Screenshot. Yes, quick. Save screenshot. Save. You're gonna hear a kapling for just a second. That's my computer. Don't worry about it. And then quickly, Streamlabs, add image. Alright, here we... Oh, not on this one. There. I know I've told you about it before, but... Here. I caught that one in Pokemon White. Might be a while before I get to use it. Because it's level 50, so something has to die late on in Black and White 2 for me to be able to use it. I think it was the post-game encounter in the rustling grass. So it might be a while, but obviously it has Return, Protect, and Toxic, because... Yo, it's a baby, it's hard, you know. Yeah. I'm happy you were able to get your, was it Bloopsy, right? That got into the Hall of Fame relatively recently? That was cool. Unfortunately, I was unable to get my favorite into the Hall of Fame. I used Kalava and Crystal, but it died to a stupid mail tank. And then my partner's favorite is Mareep. I never had a Mareep yet, but I had Mega Ampharos, and why? And that one died to a stupid Destiny bonding Haunter in Victory Road. But yeah, I'm gonna get a new Mareep in XD from the Power Rangers. And then Quilava, I might try that again in Hard Goes Full Silver, I'll see. But yeah, you go get ready for your stream, Lids. I will probably see you there relatively soon. And if you're starting pretty soon, then I might be able to raid into you, and otherwise I'll just be there when your stream starts. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Took a Gengar with X-Blood. Took an Aerodactyl with Metang. It works! It works! And the flippin' previously on your quest, the name actually works. I'm gonna put this in there. Had to wait for the previously on your quest segment, but the name works. Also, let me just post a thing in the Foreverlocke Discord. Screenshot this. Put it here. Put it here. Screenshot. Deathless LeafGreen, let's go! I am so incredibly happy with that. So proud of myself and the team. That's so cool, man. That's incredible. That's so cool. May I see it? Yeah, I got Hoenn. 48. He's looking at the national dex number. All of a sudden. We don't get the national dex yet, right? Because we haven't done the Sevi Island stuff? Or do we suddenly have... No, because it says 18 again. That's interesting. Normally the check is always with the Kanto dex. But the post-champion one is with something else? That is interesting. That's with the national dex number, because that's a lot close to what I had in Red, I think. It's like, oh yeah, if you caught 10 Pokemon, I'll give you the HM for a flash. But you need to catch 10. That's pretty difficult at this point in your adventure. How are you have 37? Hi. Okay, so now what? I guess Savvy Islands. I think Savvy Islands there's some stuff to do. You can get the Ember. It's in Mount Ember. You can get the Ruby Stone and then do some more stuff. I think for this stream I'll end it off once I get the Viridian though. I need Boy to destroy some more Pokemon. Boy destroyed the Pidgey. Nice. Good job. If I find a shiny now, that'll be nuts. I'm gonna catch it. Shiny is just absolutely shiny plus count. I actually have a shiny. Wait, let me show off the shiny. Because the people that watch the YouTube finales, but aren't actually in the Foreverlocke Discord, that won't have gotten the update about the shiny. I wasn't able to get that many encounters on this in this playthrough because I already had most slots filled for all the Kanto Pokemon, for all the Gen 1 Pokemon. While I was on Route 3, shortly after fighting Brock, and trying to find the 1% chance Nidoran male, which took a little while to find, but eventually I got it, I found a level 3 Jigglypuff. Like, I eventually found this Nidoran, but I found a level 3 Jigglypuff with green eyes. This is my first shiny in the Foreverlocke. Now, I already had a Jigglypuff, I think in Gen 1. But the way I do the shiny claws for the Foreverlocke is I just basically get a second one. And if one of them dies, then I can still use the other one. Because it is so rare to get a shiny, then I'm going to rule it like that. Maybe if I ever do like Legends Arceus or Let's Go, or it's easier, especially in Let's Go, to get shinies, then I'll rule it maybe differently. Then it's maybe, oh, I get the shiny, but I have to kill off the original. I might rule it like that. I'll see about that when the time comes. But this is going to be a shiny Wigglytuff. Because if I have a shiny, I want to use it in battles. It's going to be the UR slots. It's going to be Wigglytuff. That's probably the only Pokemon out of everything I have that I'm not transferring to XD. Because I don't want this one to die. And this might be a forced one to add to the team early. Actually, no, I don't. Because the first level cap in XD is 20. And the URs there will be Starter Vaporeon, and then Jirachi. I'm going to add a Jirachi as my 4th mythical, and then probably Numel, because this is a camera slot. And then the only 2X that I have available at the, like, below level 20 is the Nidoran. And then the 1Xs are between Wynot, Wingull, Wailmer, and Anorith. But that's what I get to decide when I get that game. Also, the post-game might still have something for me. The post-game of LeafGreen. Maybe I can find something low-level that fits the build that I might want to use. But for now, I'm just gonna chill and have fun. Voices Lock asks, are you gonna stream more of the XD run or just the final? Always the final. I always do the final, and then I always upload that one to YouTube. I'm a bit behind on uploading them. I think at the moment I have up to run 6 up, so I'm a bit behind on those VODs, so I apologize about that. But occasionally in the last few runs, I think I've done it once with Moon and once with LeafGreen, I just felt like streaming, and I felt like playing the Foreverlocke, so I streamed the Foreverlocke like mid-playthrough, whether that was grinding or gym battles or whatever. I think I did like Gym 5 and Gym 6 in that LeafGreen stream like 2 days ago or something. I might. I'm not gonna make any promises. I usually have time to stream like 2, maybe 3 times a week. Also depends on how I feel physically and mentally, of course. Gotta take care of your mental health. But I might. I think it's really exciting. It's also really scary. Maybe if I do, let's say standard grinding on Mount Battle, maybe just some casual one, I stream that, or maybe some more important battles. I have no idea. I also have no idea how I'm gonna rule the finale of that. Because normally in a game you have the Elite Four. 4 fights, whether that's all the same level or 4 with levels increasing like in this game. And then 1 champion. Or I guess in Black and White you have 2 after the E4. But then I basically set the level cap before the E4. And then I push on. And then I just do all those fights. Where in XD am I going to rule that? Because Grievel's the final fight. You have the Shadow Lugia just before it. Shortly before that, like not too much before that, you have the red-haired admin, I think. And then like one regular Cypher guy, I want to say. And then there's a bunch of rematches against all the other admins. Except the blue-haired guy, which isn't a rematch, we haven't fought him yet. Lavrina's pretty early on in the island. But Snaddle is relatively late on. You're already back outside and you were able to make the loop with the shortcut. So maybe after Snaddle, I'm going to count it as like the E4 moment and have a certain level. But maybe I just won't and just train up or grind after every fight if I feel like it. Because after Snaddle, I think, you still have the blue-haired guy. The red-haired guy. Gorrigan. The one regular Cypher guy that I think is there. And then the finale with Grievel. One of the reasons I'm watching through Lidz's XD run right now is just to get an idea of how Lidz does that, but also to get a bit of an idea of what to be afraid of, what to be careful about. But a lot of things I'll just have to improvise because it's just a very different game. And I'm incredibly looking forward to it. So, I'll just keep you updated on the entire playthrough and the progress in the Foreverlocke Discord as usual. First a bit of LeafGreen post-game, so I'm not starting XD today for sure. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting XD. As long as it's fun, yeah. I did the entire first playthrough of Silver on stream, but I realized that's not fun all the time. Like, being forced, like, felt like a forced to stream thing. And also, sometimes I just wanted to be a bit more casual and chill. Like, I wasn't having a great day, but I did want to play Foreverlocke. I can't do that if I have to stream everything. So that's, I think, why I chose to always do the finale. Because the finales are really cool, and I want to be able to look back on those. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, for chatting, punning, and enjoying the moment with me where this team went deathless in LeafGreen. Let's go. Let's see if Lids isn't streaming yet, right? No. I wanna raid into Lids. I don't think I can do that yet. Buddha. Nah. I'll just skip the raid, I think. Or Law. Let's go for Law. They're playing GTA. Yeah, we can raid them. Helps if I type in a thing that I can type in. Goodbye, everyone, and make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.